Hey guys, welcome again to Coma Pirate Radio, where we as esoteric pirates slide our boats together, throw the ropes, tie the knots, and talk about the maps. And one of the big maps is the stars, are the stars. As pirates, as navigators of the ocean, of the sea, water, emotions, stars. We look at the stars to see where we're going. Now, the solar party paradigm is a paradigm that I channeled, and yes, they took me up into them, the party, in Gnosis, and dropped me down, and they gave me the information that I have put on all of these cards. And yes, I worked with them for many years to make sure that all of the channels were correct and all the cards were correct. There's still the next order. There's some edits that are going to happen, but they told me that this was a very important paradigm to allow humans to see what's going on, to feel what's going on daily, because it's a lot. There's a lot that's happening daily. A lot of it is the same. And when we revisit something that is the same, we can remember it. You know, repetition and visualization is the best way for the human brain, all of the jelly electricity that's up in here, to actually be able to process and utilize this information. So here we go. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like and to, write a comment below. It really helps out the channel, and it will help out, I could say the world. At any rate, think of me as, I really identify as Baba Yaga, right? I'm Mystic Eve. I have lived deep in the jungle for many, many years. I have done magic my entire life. I have written it all down, documented it. So check everything out, please. So here we go. Today is Friday, the 7th of March, the day of Venus. So we're going to tap into this Venusian energy, and we're going to walk through a Pisces front door into the solar party paradigm. Now, this door has felt familiar for a little while now. It did shift just recently from a fire gate to a water gate, but now it's been here for a little while. It's starting to feel like, yeah, I've been here before. Familiarity is the best feeling of comfort. You can relax, tranquila. Pisces happens to be an energy that can be a little bit difficult because it's hypersensitive. It is the alien of the party because it's the only constellation that is represented by fish. Now, if you're into esoteric wisdom, there is a lot to say about the fish, but they do live underwater. Duh. I know. It's ridiculous. It's okay, though. It's okay to be ridiculous. Underwater, like they breathe something completely different. It's an alien feeling, right? They are hypersensitive because the water changing temperature can affect them extremely deeply. All right. So we see this front door. One of the things that we have felt is this conjunction. The first thing we see is the bartender and now the party planner, Neptune and Saturn, right there in conjunction at the front door. But we do notice that somebody is missing. The DJ. The DJ is no longer in conjunction with the front door. He's kind of moved off to the side a little bit. All right. Now, what we know about the front door and how to use this energy now, it's different. These cards can also be used to look at your birth chart. That's the past. They can also, this is looking at the now, the present, the daily, which can help us utilize what's going on now. It can also, again, look into the future. But anyway, stay present. Nothing exists except the here and now. Sometimes when we look too much in the past or too much in the future, we can get not present anymore. So that's how we utilize this front door. The front door is the destiny, the future, how we reach out into the world. And we see, again, an alien bartender standing there with an alien party planner. She has the iPad in her hand and the tip of the pen in her mouth. She or he, I mean, it's a feminine energy in Pisces. All of these guys can identify with whatever. Saturn particularly introduced herself to me as a feminine energy because if you get to know the planet Saturn, all of the attributes are much easier coming from the abuela. Structured, discipline, talk about Baba Yaga, punctual, disciplined, responsible, conservative, holding boundaries. Tell me if that's not going to be easier coming from abuela, your mom, the one matriarchal feminine that's pointing her bony finger at you and saying, you better hold your boundaries, So she's standing right there at the front door, right next to the bartender. These guys are all aliens. We can make that picture. And the birthday kid is there, not in conjunction with the North Node, but is standing there in conjunction with, the birthday kid and the party planner are in conjunction, these guys. But they are in Pisces. It's another alien. The birthday kid is standing right up there with the aliens at the party. So we feel that. Now, we've got to go and look. We're going to look at Neptune next because we see this alien bartender. And one of the things that we've really liked is the sextile. Who is sextile with the bartender? Aquarius Pluto, the emo kid, getting it on at the bar. This can possibly not feel good, as with any energy. Some people can vibe with it, and some people have a hard time with it. These sextiles are extremely intense. It is the energy of prana and vril. They are practicing tantra together, and tantra can intimidate some people because it's, the materialistic brain wants to root chakras. Okay, healing the root chakra is really important to be able to feel sextiles. All right, so we feel the bartender with Pluto. All right, but we also feel a square. Now, the moon moves really fast. The moon is now in Cancer with Mars. Cancer moon. We know that Cancer's ruled by the moon, the ocean, the tidal waves, the water. All of this is feeling really good, but a square can be a difficult energy, getting each other in trouble. The Cancer moon not being able to look at the bartender. I mean, the bartender, how do I say that? And Mars got caught in there too. The Cancer moon in square with an alien bartender. What can this feel like? Well, we can feel it as, I always feel like the bartender's having a hard time looking in the mirror. What do they see? You know, this mirror at the solar party paradigm, take a selfie and find out what you really think about yourself. And with a sextile with the god of the underworld, Pluto, Scorpio energy, you know, it might be hard to look at in the mirror, especially with Cancer, you know, really introspective, but, well, romantic. You know, is it a romantic, or is it maybe, you know, I mean, who knows? What are you looking at? This is very sensitive moon. It's a sensitive, watery moon. But Pisces is water. So, you know, the square also, as I've said in all the videos, and it's on the card, that the square, if used correctly, can make a very strong foundation. Anything that pushes your boundaries can be just a learning lesson. You can learn a lot from it. Don't use the square as a wheel. Because if you try to use the square as a wheel, yeah, you're going to be extremely frustrated. But if you use it as a brick to build a house and a foundation, you got it. All right? You got it. So that's what's going on with the bartender. So we're going to move on to the party planner. You know, she's right there next to him. What is this alien party planner, Saturn? What is she doing? What is she? You know, well, she's in conjunction with the birthday kid. So they are, I mean, that's the hero. The party is for the birthday kid. Planning the party for the birthday kid together, hand in hand. This is my party. I'm going to have the colors that I want. I'm going to have the seating that I want. I'm going to have the music that I want. You know, it's my party. And Saturn's like, I got you. And they're both aliens. So if you're not an alien, the party might be a little uncomfortable. But with Saturn, she also has some other relationships going on. She also has a sextile, and we talked about these sextiles. You know what? And I forgot to mention at the door, we've been warned, this quincunx with the bad girl in Libra. And the reason I thought about it is because all these sextiles going on. This bad girl, this metallic spider in the corner, be careful about that one. Stranger danger. If you don't know a sextile and you haven't healed your root chakra, it's going to feel really uncomfortable. Now, who is Saturn in sextile with? Oh, this is a great one. This is my favorite. A Taurus tech guy. Uranus is the tech guy because it's the planet of electricity and technology. And when I was face to face with Uranus, and I was, and I noticed that they're sitting on the axis, showing their ass. I noticed the revolutionary feeling of, look at my ass. It's raining diamonds here. Okay. So this tech guy immediately was like, yeah, technology, mysticism, astrology, electricity. Zzz. In Taurus, though, it's really grounded. In sextile with the party planner, this is the energy of knowing when to press record. And I have a feeling that my YouTube channel might be growing soon. If not, I'm quitting. I mean, they're telling me to do it whether anybody's listening or not. So, actually, I do want to say that doing these readings, these cards for me have changed my life for the better. I'm living the most amazing life ever here in Costa Rica, and I'm experiencing miracles after miracles after miracles. I might not be I might not have, I don't want a mansion, okay? I don't want, fashion can come and go. Actually, I really like just wearing old, not rags, but I don't like worrying about whether or not my clothes are going to get dirty because I spend a lot of time outside. I want to be able to climb a tree and not be like, oh my God, I'm going to get a stain on my shirt. I like going and loving on my horses. There's a goat that follows me around, and I'm a farmer, right? I'm a redneck. I don't want to have to worry about my clothes getting dirty. Anyway, press record. Okay? That's the energy that's going on with that sextile. All right? What else is going on with the party planner? She's got one more aspect. Yeah, she's in trine. She's best friends with the jock. Let me grab that Cancer card with the jock. The jock in Cancer. Best friends. This is one that we felt before. The jock is the one that's going to win the game, that has just come out direct. Blah, 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 blah. Right? It's been a little while. They've been back in the game for a little while now. You're starting to feel like, okay, I'm getting it on. The jock is wearing a Letterman jacket. This is your self-confidence, aggressiveness, protective, stern, courageous. You want to have some courage. If you feel uncomfortable, I ain't scared of that big metallic spider over there, and I'm not scared of the aliens. All right? I met them. Believe me, it can be a little bit electric when you first meet them and you're like, oh, hey, okay, hi, how you doing? And they just roll their eyes at me anyway. Their big black eyes. How do they even roll their eyes? It's not even like that. It's not, you guys, it's not, if you've seen them, you understand. It's not, you feel it. It's all in the emotion. It's all in light, frequency, and vibration. That's the only thing that exists. So the party planner is creating the best plays for the jock who's going to win the game. If you're going to play the game, play it to win it. Okay? So, moving along now, where did Mercury go? Where did the DJ go? Well, we know he's been in Aries for a little while. He's not in conjunction with the front door anymore, but he is in conjunction with, okay, so he is still holding hands with the bartender, just not at the door. So, he just pops up around the corner, right? Like, oh, you are at the bar still, but you're kind of in the background a little bit. Okay, we see you. We see you. Now, we also realize, again, that the bartender is an alien and the DJ is a fire demon in Aries. So we visualize it so that we can remember it and we can feel the characters. This DJ is headstrong and forward thinking with the horns that are like, come on, I've got the passion, so much passion to awaken the party. I mean, we're talking thumping on the music, controlling, not controlling, you know. Cthulhu. Cthulhu can be scary. Pisces, talking about underwater aliens. Cthulhu, just but you know, this fire, we're bringing this fire down, controlling the masses with the music, right? If you have a huge amount of people, the best way to get them on the same frequency is music, is the DJ, the messages with the mic in the hand, anyway, yes. Take the elixir. The alien knows what they're talking about, and feel the fire. Get passionate about the planets, about your life. I mean, you know, if you want to. If not, you can just go to a different party, right? There's a bunch of different parties. Now, they're also, it feels right. They're in conjunction with Venus, because Venus is in, I had to check out the cards. So, in conjunction not only with this watery Neptune bartender, but Venus. Now, this conjunction with Venus, you can see them both the same. The beauty queen in Aries is dancing in red. I'm going to paint this town red. Talk about healing the root chakra, or this is going to feel really uncomfortable. Make sure you have some lube in your backpack, Pisces. And we do. You get it at the bar. Go get it at the bar. It'll be all right. Okay? So these guys are dancing together. And Mercury in sextile? Well, because, I mean, emo kid's still on the bar. So yeah, it's still in sextile with the DJ. So we still have this god of the underworld in Aquarius pouring water, spewing it all over the crowd. You know, don't put the fire out, but spew it everywhere. Okay? We have got a passionate party going on right now. All right? So that is Mercury for us. Okay? So now we move on to Venus. Immediately we look at her and we see that she, oh my gosh, she's doing the same thing. She is in sextile with the boss in Gemini. She's been doing that for a while now. So we know that feels good. I mean, if you know how to use a sextile, if not, the boss might be arguing and fussing. And I mean, Gemini, we don't know what's what and who's who with Gemini sometimes. Who's talking and which head do I look at when they're talking at the same time? It could feel uncomfortable. But Venus has got it under control. She's got the passion. She's got the fire. This is fire and air. Again, be careful with the fire in the air. If the air blows on the fire too much, then you're going to burn the whole field down. So be aware of that. All right. But now she's got a square. I hear you, Chola, my horse. I hear her. So now we've got a square because this mirror, this bathroom mirror, everybody comes in and out the bathroom. The moon comes and goes. The moon, like I said, now is in Cancer. And we're going to talk about the moon, because now this is the second square we felt with the moon. Everybody's having a hard time looking at the mirror right now. Well, I mean, it depends on what frequency you're on, if you know how to use the square or not. If you know how to use the square, everybody's having a great time at the party right now. If you don't know how to use the square, then you're trying to use it as a wheel and you're not getting anywhere. It's pretty stagnant and you're feeling possibly pretty slow and desperate. But that, like, oh, it's so hard to feel into, because I want to save the world and I want to help you guys out so bad, and nobody's watching my videos. So please like and subscribe so I can help some more people out, because if you don't know how to use the square, I can teach you how to use the square. I mean, now they call them healers, they call them coaches, whatever. Okay, so Venus, check yourself out. You looking good to me. You looking good to me. Okay, so now Venus is up and done. So now again, like I said, we got to look at this moon. What's going on with this moon? Oh my God, there's so many squares. So many squares. Right now, we've got a square with the DJ. Again, you might not like the music, but you might. There's a few of us that really like this music, that are really thumping with this party right now, and we can really use this energy. Amazing. Let's look at ourselves in the mirror. We also have a square. Yeah, we just said the square with Venus. She's having a hard time. And we also have the bartender having a hard time looking at himself in the mirror. Unless you know how to use the square, and if you've taken the right elixir, if you took the right color of the pill, if you got lube from the bartender, the god of the ocean, come on. If you're going to get lube from anybody, Cather is it. With those, that trident, with those pointy, stabby things, stick me with it, baby. Come on. oh, the trident. Okay. So what else? And again, this quincunx, stranger danger with Lilith. So if you're not already friends with Lilith, I'm going to feel like this woman is wretchedly horrible. You might think I'm trying to build a cult. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah. I mean, but if you've healed the root chakra and you've done your studies, and maybe you've studied a little bit about the occult and Thelema and astrology, maybe you identify as a mystic, maybe you identify as a pirate, like fuck everybody, I do it my own way, Lilith, then oh DJ, that everything's going to be okay at this party. So that's the moon. We got to look at the birthday kid, the alien birthday kid that is holding hands with Saturn, has got their own. They are also in sextile with Uranus, the tech guy. It's my party. I can press record and record whatever I want to and put it online. I'm going to go live more often as well. Okay? So, also, the birthday kid is best friends with Mars. Now, this feels good. Best friends. It's my party, and I know the jock. I know the best player on the field. It's the jock that's famous. He's the one that's winning the game. He's the one that's famous. And he doesn't even identify as a he anymore because they're in Cancer. So they're androgynous. At my party, anyway. You know, I'm very familiar with Cancer Mars because they're in my chart, Cancer Mars. He was there when I was born. Thank you, Mars. And they say this is a bad placement for Mars, but I feel it differently. Again, being an alien, feeling things differently. All right. So now we also have to feel into Jupiter, a square with Jupiter, and we got to go fast. This is 30 minutes now. Jupiter, the boss, the birthday kid and the boss. It's like, whose party is it? It's my party, but Jupiter owns the venue. He owns the place. There's no getting around it. All right. It just is what it is. He owns it. But it's my party. So you feel that. Hold on. Where did the square go? Where did the square? You feel that square? But if they get along with a little bit of harmony and therapy, strong foundations, baby, we can do it together. You might be the owner of the venue. I need to use your venue, but I'm the one that's going to bring all the people to the venue and make you money. Like, if it's the venue, it's just a building. You might own it, but are you making money off of it? The birthday kid is the one that makes the party. All right. So now we've looked at Mars, Cancer Mars, that's best friends with the party planner and the birthday kid. Now we can look at Lilith, who is pretty much the same. Everybody, her and Chiron are the same. They're on opposite sides of the party. We've got Libra, we've got Aries. Okay, that's been the same for a while now. And we've got the square with Pluto, the god of the underworld, and Lilith. Let's bring them together. That's been the same for a while. Same thing with the quincunx, with the bartender. Make sure you get some lube at the bar and you take the right drink and you don't feel sick and you're not throwing up over everything and everybody. But now, nope, this has been the same. Nope. Yesterday we were sextile with the moon. See, the moon, again, every time you visit the moon, it's going to be a little bit different. Every time you go to the bathroom, it's going to be different. So instead of sextile with the moon right now, we are trine. Best friends. I mean, it's a good thing because sometimes, where did that trine go? There's the sextile. Anyway, yeah, there it is. Trine. After being sextile, they're really calling me. I've got to hurry up. They're telling me it's time. It's time. It's nice to be best friends after being sextile. You don't have to feel it in such a horrible way. Just because we were sextile doesn't mean we can't be trine. All right? It's okay. Best friends have each other's back. I got you. I got this. All right? Chiron, you're still doing the same. But the same as far as a square with Mars. Okay, we still have square with Mars. Here's the square. But now, again, the shaman's going to go look at himself in the mirror. And instead of sextile, is not sextile anymore. All right. So, not sextile shaman with the moon anymore. It's okay. You're still having a hard time with the jock unless you know how to use the square. You got this, shaman. You're in Aries. You are headstrong. you're going to continue on, and then we go out the back door in Virgo. I don't even know what to say about that. The back porch has everything you need as long as you keep it clean. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit all the buttons and the trinkets and the bells and the whistles. And support is important. We all are talking about community, and I'm wondering how we're supporting each other. Do you just want me to like all of your stuff, or are you also liking my stuff? So let's come together. Whether you're traveling physically or mentally, may it be in love and light and shadow. And don't forget that magic bag full of everything you need. Have a beautiful day. Ciao.